It is a beauty. Apparently my eye go all funny when I lose at things. So, there you have it. Ian Hacker's Lab today. We need you guys to send in pictures of your face failing at sport. If you want to get involved, take a picture of your face, sad face, and send it in to us here at CBBC at bbc.co.uk. But first of all, here's Pete Firman with Wait For It.
Wait for it.
Wait for that.
Wait for it.
The only show on television where knowing the answer doesn't always make you the winner. In fact, here on the Intergalactic Time Capsule, the longer you take to answer a question, the more points you get. We'll be testing the nerves of our contestants and seeing if they've got the skills to avoid the goo portal. Each question lasts 15 seconds and we've got an infinite number of clues stored in our total intelligence mechanism, or as we like to call him, Tim. Tim, how are you doing?
I'm the fastest fact-finding mechanism ever.
Top of the range. For those who fail to clock up points, their fate is to take a dunk in our gunk. Let's find out who's playing today. Today's team are from Bradford, and our first player is Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
You look a little bit nervous.
Excited, nervous and scared. What's in there?
Yes, yes. What do you think about that? How's it look?
Weird.
Emily, you're a bit of a dancer.
Yeah. I do ballet, tap, modern and jazz, but my favourite is jazz because you don't have to do exams.
So on the team today, Emily, is there anybody that you're a little bit concerned about?
I'm slightly worried about Sarah because she's one of my best friends.
Right. And is she clever?
Yes.
OK, so she's going to be the one you have to beat.
Yes.
You're not worried about the boys?
No, not really, no. They're not smart.
All right, well, let's find out what they think about that. Nice to meet you, Emily. Our next contestant is James. Hello, James.
Hello.
Hello. You all right?
Yeah.
I like the haircut, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Turn around, let me see the back. Look at that. Hey? What do you call it? What do you call that haircut? Funky.
Yeah, funky.
Yeah, I know. I'm into haircuts, as you can probably tell from the.
It's really fuzzy.
Eh?
It's really fuzzy. No offence at all, but it's really fuzzy.
You can go off someone, James, you know. I thought we were buddies.
In a good way.
In a good way. Well, I watched it in the goo portal. I think I might have done it. I don't know. Are you worried about anyone in particular, James, on the team today?
Paul.
Paul. Is he clever in school? He's good? Good student?
No.
No? So why is he your biggest challenge?
Because he's got really quick reactions.
Oh, OK. Well, let's find out a little bit more about those in a moment. Nice to meet you, James, though. Best of luck. Sarah is our third contestant. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
How are you?
Great, thanks.
You'd like to be a vet?
Yeah.
What sort of animals would you look after?
Dogs and cats and...
Oh, so like a pet vet?
Yes.
You got any pets?
Yes, I have a golden retriever called Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. Do you want to say hi to Brandy?
Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. And are you worried about anyone?
Um,
Worried about Emily? She was
well-
worried about you.
There's no real competition here, but if I were to be worried about someone, it'd probably be Paul, just a bit though.
OK, a couple of people have said Paul. All right, well, best of luck, Sarah. Lovely to meet you.
Okay, thanks.
And on to Paul, the man himself. Hiya, Paul. How's it going?
All right.
Cool? Happy to be here with us?
Very, very happy.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you. What do you think about the goo portal down there?
It's a bit freaky.
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've seen all that stuff floating on the surface?
Yeah? Real weird.
Horrible. Paul, you're into football.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because I hear you're actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got scouted for Man United.
Oh, check that out, audience. Scouted for Man United. You must be really, really good. Are you worried about anyone? James over there said he was worried about you.
I'm not worried about him.
You're not worried about him? Are you worried about anyone?
No.
You reckon you're going to take them all?
Yes.
Go home with the Killadilla prize?
Yep.
All right, well, let's see if you can do it. This is round number 1. It's called Wait For It. Now, every question has a series of clues, exactly 15 seconds long. The question starts at the same time the clock begins, counting from 0 to 15. Now, you can buzz in at any time, but the longer you wait, the more points you'll get. If you buzz in at 7 seconds, get the question right, you bag yourself 7 points. If you get it wrong, then your opponents will get 7 points. Now, there are 10 questions in this round, and you each have 3 lives, so you've got to use them carefully. Remember, you have to listen carefully to the clues, and when you think you know the answer, wait for it. Round number 1, question number 1. Tim, let's have it.
I'm an animal. I live in the sea, but despite my name, I'm not actually a fish. I'm often see-through and I have a round or box-shaped body. I also have many long tentacles that can...
Emily.
An octopus.
Octopus. It's the wrong answer, I'm afraid. The answer we were looking for was jellyfish. You stop the clock at 9 seconds. That means everybody else gets 9 points. Don't worry, though, Emily. It's only question 1. So, here's question 2.
I am a grand building built to protect kings and queens. Famous examples of me can be found at Windsor and Edinburgh. People like to tour my rooms and...
Paul.
Castle.
Castle. It's the right answer. Well played. Got yourself 8 points there. Good stuff. OK, question 3, Tim.
I'm a building. I usually have a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom and at least 1 bedroom. Many of me have front and back gardens, and I often have a garage nearby too. My front door off...
Paul again.
Is it house?
House. It's the right answer. Well played. 10 points. OK, question number 4. Listen carefully, guys. Here it comes.
I'm very, very long, but can easily be torn into small squares. You'll find me in your bathroom or toilet. I come in different colours, including pink, blue and white. Once you've used me, you throw me away. People use me to...
Emily.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. It's the right answer. Well played. 14 points. Nice high score. OK, here comes question 5.
I'm someone you see if you don't feel well. I sometimes work from...
James.
Doctor.
Doctor. It's the right answer. Got yourself 4 points there, James. OK, question 6, Tim.
I'm a day of the year. When I come round each year, children dress up as witches and ghosts and make scary
Sarah.
Halloween.
Halloween. It's the right answer. Well played. 6 points is yours. Let's crack on with question 7.
I'm an Olympic sport. I can be played by 2 or 4 players. A ball...
Ping pong.
It's the right answer, Paul. Well played. Good work. You've got yourself 6 points, but Paul, you used up your final life. You're frozen out of the rest of this round. So, our remaining players are Emily, James and Sarah. Here comes your next question, question 8.
I'm an area of Los Angeles in California. I'm famous for having a big white sign up on a hill. I'm sometimes given the nick...
Ooh, Sarah.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, it's the right answer. 7 points. Just in before you there, James, wasn't she? Not to worry. OK, 2 questions left. Here comes question 9.
I'm a food with an unusual sounding name. I can come in a glass or a squeezy bottle. I can be tricky to get out and often make a funny noise when you try and...
Emily.
I've forgotten.
Do you want to have a guess?
Juice.
Juice. It's the wrong answer. Everyone else gets 9 points now. The answer we were looking for was ketchup. Ketchup. Not to worry. This is question 10, the last question in this first round. So listen carefully. Here it comes.
Without me, it would be impossible to do many things. I can be a coin or a note. Sometimes people...
James.
Money.
Well done, James. It's the right answer. Got yourself 6 points. OK, that's the end of round number 1. Who got the most questions right? Who waited the longest? Who's done enough to survive? It's time for our players to leave their pods and enter the drop zone.
Oh, this is gonna be
My
fun.
good show business friend Tim has been keeping score, and I can now reveal that the first person safe, definitely going through to round number 2, is Paul. Well played, Paul. OK. The second person, safe and through to round number 2, is... Sarah. OK, 2 contestants remain. The person we have to say goodbye to and entering the goo portal is... Emily! Well played, Emily. You were superb. Wave bye to her, everyone. See you later, Emily. Whoa! There she goes. So, James, tell me what it was like out on the end of the drop zone there.
Well, your stomach, it feels really weird.
Like butterflies?
Yeah.
Bit nervous?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is round number 2. We call it watch and wait. It's different from round number 1, but we do have the same scoring system. Wherever you stop the clock, that's the number of points you'll get if you get the question right. I'm going to give you a category, and you have to decide how many seconds worth of clue you think you'll need on that subject. Now, say you stop the clock at 8 seconds, you'll hear 8 seconds worth of clue, you get it right, you bag yourself 8 points. You get it wrong, we continue to play the clue and give your opponents a chance to swipe those points. So, if we are all ready, let's wait for it. OK, team, the first category is sport. Remember, we'll hear the clock first. Let's hear it, Tim. Keep an eye on each other. Remember, you need enough clues to get the question right. And we also want to get maximum points. OK, Sarah buzzed in at 11 seconds. Sarah, you're going to hear 11 seconds of clue, then I'll ask you for your answer. Tim, let's have the clue.
I'm a word used to describe the internet. I'm also something that you might do in the sea. I'm popular in California and Hawaii, and the best place to do me in England is Newquay. If you see a big wave and you're
Sarah looks confident. What's the answer?
Surfing?
Surfing. It's right. Well played. Good waiting there. Got yourself 11 points. Excellent stuff. OK, the second category is music. Start the clock, Tim. Keep an eye on each other as well as the clock. Paul in first. 10 seconds. Just beat you to it there, James. Here come your clues, Paul.
I'm a female pop star from New York in America. I've had recent #1 hits with songs called Just Dance and Poker Face. Someone once told me that I sounded like rock singer.
That's 10 seconds there. Paul, do you know the answer?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is right. Well played. 10 points is Paul's. That's good. OK, the third category is TV, television. So, start the clock, please, Tim. Remember to watch one another. Paul again. Stop the clock at 10 seconds. Just beat Sarah to it there. Let's have Paul's clues, Tim.
I'm a vehicle that can travel in time and in space. I've been stuck in the shape of a blue police box for many years. I'm bigger on the inside than the outside. My name.
Paul, do you know the answer?
TARDIS.
TARDIS. It's right. Well played. The TARDIS from Doctor Who. All right, 10 points is yours, Paul. Our fourth category is creatures. Let's start the clock, Tim. James buzzed in at 10 seconds. Let's hear James's clues.
I'm a very familiar animal. You'll probably have only ever seen me at the zoo or on safari, as I come from Africa. My coat is usually brown and yellow with white patches, and I have two short...
Do you know the answer, James? It's a toughie.
Is it Jaguar?
Good guess, but it's the wrong answer, James. Sorry about that. OK, we're going to continue to play the clues. Guys, buzz in when you think you know the answer. Let's have them, Tim.
Horns on my head.
Sarah?
Is it a rhino?
It's the wrong answer, Sarah. The answer we were looking for was giraffe. So no one gets any points with that one. OK, question 5. The category is television characters. Let's start the clock, please, Tim. TV characters. Oh, Sarah just beat you to it there, James. Sarah, you stopped the clock at 10 seconds. Let's hear the clues, Tim.
I appear on CBBC with Ed Petrie. I'm green and prickly. My favourite food are bananas. My voice is a bit scratchy. I have
Sarah, do you know the answer?
No idea.
OK, that means we continue to play the clues and the boys have a chance to swipe some points. OK, let's have the rest of the clues, Tim.
Who's stiff?
Ooh,
That cactus dude, ouch.
it's the right answer. Well played. Oucho T. Cactus, if you want to give him his full name. Well done, James. You picked up 11 points. OK, we're now up to our 6th and final question of this round. The category is the big wide world. So, Tim, let's have the clock, please. Just the boys can answer now because Sarah... Oh, Paul, you buzzed in first at 8 seconds. Let's hear your clues.
I'm a European city. The River Seine flows through me. I have a famous cathedral called Notre Dame and a huge metal tower.
Do you know it, Paul?
Paris.
Paris.
Or France.
Paris was your first answer. And it's correct. Well played. Well done, Paul. Got yourself 8 points. So, that's the end of round number 2. Who picked up the most points this time? Who's going to avoid the gunk? There's only one way to find out. Players, please leave your pods and enter the drop zone. Tim's been keeping score. The first person safe through to round number 3 is... Paul. Well played, Paul. Good stuff. OK, Sarah and James. We have to say goodbye to one of you. And I can now reveal the person about to enter the goo portal is... James! James, if you could put your spectacles in this net for me, please. We want to protect those. All right, you've been a great player, but it's time to say goodbye. See you later, James.
Bye.
Here he goes! Well played. Give us a wave. Sarah, so you were spared the goo portal.
That was so scary.
You and James actually had the same score. But because you waited the longest over the round, you beat him by milliseconds.
Oh.
Well, we're going to go into round number 3 now. This is our head-to-head round. We call it Wait and See. And this part of the game tests how well you know your opponent's strengths and weaknesses. I'll give you a question category, and you have to decide when your opponent will buzz in with their answer. You've got 3 options. 1 to 5 seconds, 6 to 10 seconds, or 11 to 15 seconds. Now, of course, your opponent won't be able to see your prediction. You know the rules. You've seen the possible time slots. It's now time to wait and see who can make the right prediction. Now, Paul, you waited the longest out of rounds 1 and 2, so you get to decide, do you want to predict first or answer a question first?
I'll predict.
You'll predict first, OK. The category you'll be predicting on is general knowledge. Now, before you press that button, Paul, I'm just going to have a little chat with Sarah. Sarah, general knowledge. How are you on general knowledge?
Terrible.
Really? It's a bit of pot luck because, of course, it could be anything.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, you've heard what she's got to say. You ready to make a prediction? All right, press the button when you're ready. Super, okay. Here come the clues.
I'm something you use to clean your hair. When you put me on your head and add water, I turn to foam. If you...
In at 6 seconds, what's the answer?
Shampoo.
Shampoo's right. Let's see the prediction. Ooh, Paul said you'd come in between 11 and 15 seconds. You came in at 6 with the correct answer. That means you get the point. Well played, Sarah. Ooh. Okay, the second category is history. And Sarah, you're predicting this time. So let's have a little chat with Paul before you make your decision. Paul, how are you on history?
Very, very, very bad.
Very bad. Sarah, you know Paul better than I do. Do you think he's bluffing?
I'm not quite sure.
Press a button whenever you're ready. There we go. Okay, let's have the clues, Tim.
I'm known to have a ship with a special flag showing a skull and crossbones. At sea, I like taking what doesn't belong to me. You might see drawings of me with a wooden leg and a parrot on my shoulder.
Paul, what's the answer?
Pirate ship.
It's incorrect, Paul, I'm afraid. Let's look at the prediction. Ooh, Sarah predicted you'd come in between 6 and 10 seconds. You came in at 10 seconds. So, Sarah, you get a chance to answer this question. If you get it right, you'll get yourself another point. What's the answer?
Is it pirate?
Pirate is right. Well played. You've got yourself another point there, Sarah. Sarah has 2 points. Paul, you've got no points at the moment. You need to get this next point if you're going to stay in the game. The category is creatures. Sarah, do you know much about them?
Yeah.
You do?
Birds.
Oh, okay. She says she knows a lot about creatures, Paul. Do you think she's bluffing?
Yes.
Yes. All right, well, you make your decision and press the button when you're ready, Paul. Okay, there we are. We can all see that. Sarah can't. Remember, Paul, you need this point to stay in the game. Tim, let's have our creatures clues, please.
I'm a type of animal. Most animals, like me, give birth to their young, but a few, like the duck-billed platypus, lay eggs. Humans are a type of me, as are dogs and dolphins, but not sharks or snakes. Almost all animals of this type are warm-blooded, so I'm not a reptile or an amphibian.
Ooh, out of time. That means nobody gets a point. The answer we were looking for was mammal. It was mammal. Not to worry, Paul, you're still in the running, but you do need to get this one right to stay in the game. The category's sport, and you're predicting, Sarah, okay? Paul, we know you like sport. You know a lot about different kinds of sports?
Mostly about football. I don't really know that much other stuff.
Okay, all right. He says his specialist subject is football, Sarah, but do you think he's bluffing?
No.
No? Make your prediction, please. All right, we can all see that. Remember, Paul needs this point to stay in the game. Let's have Paul's clues, please, Tim.
I'm a form of sporting competition. The Olympics has lots of different types of me. The Tour de France is an example of me. But rowers, swimmers, drivers and runners also do this. I have a start and a finish line, and whoever comes...
In at 13 seconds, what's the answer, Paul?
Canoeing.
It's the wrong answer. Let's see the prediction. Sarah predicted you'd come in between 6 and 10 seconds. You came in at 13 with a wrong answer, which means nobody gets the point. Which means, as we stand with only one question left, Sarah's got 2 points. Paul's got no points. He can't claw it back. Sarah, you'll be going through to the final round. Unfortunately, Paul, we have to say goodbye. So, Paul, if you could leave the play pod and please enter the drop zone. Oh. Paul actually looks excited. Paul, it's been great fun having you on the show, but unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. So, we'll see you later, Paul. All the best. Oh, there we go! The audience sucked. Oh. It's time to play our final game. Wait a minute. Listen to all that applause. Popular contestant in the intergalactic time capsule today. How are you feeling?
It's been making me nervous all the way through, but you get better as you go along, and I felt confident as well.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you've got a bit of confidence coming into the final game. So this is your final challenge, Sarah, OK? You're going to hear a series of questions. Each of them is 10 seconds long. You've got 60 seconds to give me 6 correct answers and make your way across the Goo portal. I'm going to do it now. Here we go. Wish me luck. OK. Oh. Eyes closed. Oh, yeah! Oh! It's as easy as that, Sarah. Now, your time's going to begin when I hear the answer to your first question. Very best of luck. I'm rooting for you. I hope you do really, really well. OK, Tim, let's start the questions.
I'm something to play with. My shape is a sphere. I can be solid or hollow. I'll probably bounce, but not if you use me for 10
Yes, that's right.
I'm a television programme shown on the CBBC channel, and I'm aimed at children aged 1 to 4. My characters include Iggle Piggle, Macca Packa, and Upsy Daisy, who often travel on a train called the Ninky Nonk.
Pass. OK.
I'm an activity that can involve a lot of movement. You may do it in couples. Normally there'll be music playing. Ballet,
Dance.
tap, and...
That's right, move forward.
I'm used to change how you look. I come in different colours, styles and lengths. I can cover up what you have or hide the fact you're bald. I can be made from other people.
That's right, move forward.
We are found on some animals. You don't have any, but you don't need to get in a flapper.
Oh, wrong answer.
I'm delicious to eat. I'm served up alongside many things from burgers to sausages. I'm made from potatoes, cut into long, thin...
That's right, move forward.
I'm a type of bird. I most commonly come from South America and Australasia.
Eagle.
I'm often
Wrong, next one.
I'm a particular portion of any day. I'm a time when some small children like to have a nap. I'm a good time to have a cup of tea and a slice of cake.
Tea
I
time.
come after the
Oh,
morning.
that's the wrong answer.
I'm at work at
Oh, there's the klaxon. We know what that means. Help me out, audience. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there she goes. Oh. Sarah, well done. You're not going home empty-handed. You're going to take away one of our intergalactic space bouncers. Give it up for Sarah, everyone. Another brilliant show. Join us next time on Wait For It.
I've been on Wait For It, I've been gunged, it was fun. Goodbye.
It was really cool and his hair was really weird.
I jumped off into the gun because I didn't really want it to drop.
Wait For It!
In the faraway kingdom of Fyodor, a terrible plague ravaged the land, and 2 princes were sent on a quest to find a cure. Hang on, we've done this, haven't we?
Oh, no.
Oh, right, this is series 2, is it?
Yes.
They mucked it up last time. Now they must try again, faced with brand new adventures and loads more bravery. Will they succeed? I doubt it with that pair of idiots in charge. Find out in The Legend of Dick and Dom.
A brand new series starts Wednesday at 5:15 on the CBBC channel.
We
Scientists.
no, do it properly.
We. Huh?
3, 2, 1.
We
are
and
no, last time. We are scientists. We were practicing that, but instead we ate cheese and crackers. That's what's happened today. Welcome to Eating Hackers
Lab.
Lab. Today we are investigating the effects of failure
Upon your
face. So, like that, all up in your face. So, you lot at home, the doctors at home have been getting involved in this experiment, big style, eh?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some of you guys at home. First one sitting by Dr. Kendall. Oh. Look at Dr. Kendall there.
Oh, here, look at her face. She failed, Ian.
She looks whizzing. She looks a bit like, she's like a female version of Robert Pattinson from Twilight.
What?
Exactly. Fit as, Robert, eh? So, what we're going to do here, where does Robert go on the thing?
Our budgies.
All budgies. Good. Solid start there by Kendall. Well done. Next one
only have.
is from Dr. Neve. Boo, not to Neve. Boo.
Yeah, she's
That's no
sad.
boo. She's quite sad, isn't she, Dr. Neve?
She failed, Ian. She's failed at stuff.
She's failed at stuff, and it's quite a good one. I think she looks like a bit annoyed. Do you think?
Yeah.
You go.
Well,
Bit annoyed there.
what happened then?
Dr. Emma's getting involved. Look
Yeah.
at well, Dr. Emma looks properly upset. In that, look at that. hat.
Ian, she's woeful, Ian.
She is woeful.
Yeah.
So Dr. Emma going to sort of maybe the sort of just above budgies.
Go